Om Shanti. This is Sakar Murli of 12th April 2023. Essence, sweet children, knowledge is nectar and yoga is fire. All your pain and sorrow will be removed by having knowledge and the yoga. Question: what do you develop a taste of studying this knowledge and not by doing devotion? Answer: the taste of liberation in life. No one can taste the sweetness of liberation in life by performing devotion. When the Father comes, the directions He gives to the children are knowledge, and you receive the sovereignty of heaven by following them. Song: no one is unique like the innocent Lord. Om Shanti. The innocent Baba of the children is explaining to you children. He is called Shiva, the innocent Baba. Shiva is always called Baba. Whether they look at his image or not, they remember Shiva. The innocent Lord Shankar, Vishnu and Brahma cannot be called the innocent. By saying innocent, it is the image of incorporeal Shiv Baba that enters the intellect of human beings. You children now know this in the practical way. The mouth of no one, the path of devotion is sweetened by saying Baba, the innocent Lord, no matter how much they praise Him. Their mouths and could be sweetened. You children now remember Shiv Baba. By saying Shiv Baba, the innocent Lord, your mouths are sweetened. Shiv Baba teaches us by making us into the masters of the world. By saying Baba, you children surely remember the property. You children know that He is the one Shiv Baba. He is the seed of the human world too. They are the only seed of tree. So He is the seed of the human world tree by whom the human world is created. Because He is the Father, all the rest are His children. The Lord is all the devotees is the one Father. Devotees remember God, but they don't know Him fully. This too is fixed in the drama. I make all of you children ever happy with the power of this knowledge and yoga. Then I hide away. There is the only one ocean of knowledge. Similarly, there is one ocean of water, but it is being divided up to. This ocean belongs to India, and those oceans belongs to so and so. There is actually just one ocean in the golden age. This ocean cannot be divided up. There is just the one ocean, and you will going to become the masters of that. There was not many contents there. There is the one kingdom of the one Father. In the Bharat, there was just the one kingdom of the world Almighty Authority. The kingdom of deities is also called the kingdom of God and goddesses. Those abroad call them gods and goddesses, but they don't know when they used to rule and how they receive their kingdom. The ocean of knowledge is the only the one Father. He long and grants everyone salvation with this knowledge. You children know that the ocean of knowledge is now sitting in front of you. You Gange of knowledge emerges from Him and gives salvation to the whole world. This is also called the nectar of knowledge. Because of word nectar, devotees wash their feet and their gurus and consider that water into the nectar and drink it. In fact, that is not called nectar. No word ways. They also call the medicine of the nectar that ends all pain. It doesn't like that either. The Father sits here and teaches you children yoga. Yoga is not called nectar. With the fire of yoga, all your illnesses will be removed for 21 births, not those of this birth. You will have the continues to suffer with them till end. This is the matter of yoga. The Baba says, have yoga and all the illnesses will be removed. You will then have never failed it. You are making effort to receive the health and wealth from the Father. There is no illness there. I teach you such actions that there won't ever any illness. They say that God wise written the scriptures. However, all of this will be fixed in the drama. The name of the Vyas has been mentioned. This drama is eternally predestined. Whatever you have seen is fixed in the drama. It is eternally predestined. It doesn't change. The path of devotion begins with the copper age. No matter how much devotion people perform or how much they study the scriptures, they cannot return home. They definitely have to become Tamo Pradhan from the Sato Pradhan. No one can leave this field of action. You know that all of us were Sato Pradhan and that we have now all become Tamo Pradhan. We had to become that according to the drama. No one path of devotion, it becomes the dark as soon as the night begins. At first there is much darkness as there is this time. The night is also Sato Pradhan at first. Tamo, Rajo and then Tamo. As the degrees gradual lessens and there will be eternal darkness. Now there is an unlimited eclipse over the world. There is extreme darkness. It is not a matter of this moon. It is a matter of the whole world. There is the eclipse by Ravan. The whole world begins the eclipse from the copper age. It becomes eclipse little by little. It takes 2500 years for the Bharat and to complete dark by the end. There is now extreme darkness. It is the Father who brings about the total light, that is the day. The Father makes impure the one who Maya Ravan takes making into the night, extreme darkness. While doing the devotion, people have been remember God. God could not remember God. You should explain to those who believe in the nation of the omnipresence that God, the Father, is the one. He is the seed of the human world tree. All the rest are the creation. There could never be such a price of the creation. If someone says that the soul is the supreme soul, that wasn't be any price of the God being sung. The price is the only one of the Father. He is the purifier, the seed of the human world tree, the truth and the living being. He is the ocean of blessing and ocean of the knowledge. The prize cannot belong to any human being. You taste the sweetness of liberation in life in a second with this knowledge. In the Gita it says, God speaks, to full sacrifice fire, do tapasya, go on pilgrimage, read the Vedas and scriptures, etc. All belongs to the path of devotion. No one can become the me through any of that. All have to come to play their parts by the end. God Father is the one, He belongs to the Karan Karavan Har. This is how you enable the golden age original eternal deity religion to be established through Brahma. Human beings cannot be called Karan Karavan Har. God alone is called the creator and director. He continues to give directions to the children. Directions is called knowledge. He himself sits here and explains to you children. The soul sees through these eyes. The soul resides in the center of the forehead and speaks through the mouth. Only when the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, comes and can we speak this knowledge through the mouth. He says, I am sitting in the chariot of the charioteer. I teach you easy Raj Yoga. You are Raj Rishis. There isn't any human belongs to who could say, beloved children, you are the Raj Rishi. No one expects the Father has been power to say that. Only the Father says, O children, This is the soul is to listen. He says to this to O children, you are the Raj Rishi. I have given you teachings for the kingdom. I give this knowledge 5000 years ago. I come to give you knowledge teaching for every 5000 years. No sage or holy man etc. can say this. Only the Father says that he is called boatman. He truly liberates you from the ocean of poison and takes you the ocean of the milk. You will remain seeds there in the great comfort. You now know that the Father says, I entered the body of Brahma. When this Brahma and Saraswati become the form of Vishnu, you become the masters of the land of Vishnu. There are the incognito matters. Only the children knows him. No one else know them. When someone comes, first of all explain to them that God, the Father is one, and all of the rest are the surely his children. There is the only one Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. He is the seed of the human wall tree. The God of all devotees gives everyone happiness here. In the iron age, everyone is very unhappy. Human beings are crying out the distress. In the golden age, there is no answer of the question of the sorrow. Here, there are so many devotees throughout the whole world. All these temples are mosquitoes, etc. are the peripherals of the path of devotion. They doesn't exist in the golden age. Those are devotions cults, and this is the children cults. When the night begins, they first build the temple to Somanath. Therefore, when someone comes to you, first of all explain God, the Father is one. It is the only the Bharat that they sing. You are the mother and father. This is the mother and father country. There are both the world mother and the world father. The Diwali temple has been built accurately. The image of Lakshmi and Narayan have been created accurately in the temples, but no one can make images exactly like the originals. They select an actor images and use it. Those people rule the kingdom in the golden age. People say that it used to the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan in the golden age. There is no history of the childhood of Lakshmi and Narayan. There is the history of Radha and Krishna. And this celebration have the birth of Sri Krishna. So what happened to the birth of the Narayan? They have shown in the Sri Krishna in the copper age. Radha and Krishna are the prince and princesses. Both live in their own kingdoms. They must definitely have the married. They sat on the emperor throne. It is no kingdom of Radha and Krishna. There are the sun and moon dynasty kingdoms. The sun dynasty Sri Krishna cannot enter the moon dynasty. People are very confused. Therefore, first of all explain that God, the Father is one. All of those both father are limited. A wife has adopted, and when children are born, he adopted the wife. He cannot be born, give birth to the wife. The unlimited Father says, I entered this one, adapt him. How did God create the world? No one knows this. Isn't that annihilation takes place, and that he comes into the leaf of ocean? If it was like that, how could Sri Krishna alone create the world? In this case, a couple could be needed. A female could also be needed. However, there is nothing like that. The Father says, I adapt this one. All of you says, Baba, we are your mouth-born creation. I took support of this mouth. I say, O children, yours says, O Shiv Baba. We were your children, and you have become this one place again. The Father says, I have bought this gift of paradise for you children. You are sitting here in order to become the masters of the heaven. This is Raj Yoga and the kingdom is being established. And other practitioners could not say, all established Christian kingdom or established Sikh kingdom or no one's receiving teachers of the climb the kingdom of their own new world. There is a wonder, isn't it? God the Father, creation of the heaven, so we surely have the right of climbing the kingdom of heaven from Him. We have the kingdom of the golden age. We now have this creation of the human beings. God speaks, this is my mouth-born creation. All of rest are the physical creation of the Ravan. Those Brahmins are the mouth-born creation, wombs, whereas you are the mouth-born creation. You could explain is the children of the Brahma are definitely Brahmins. Brahma is Prajapita Brahma and his children is also Brahmins. The children of the Brahma and Brahmins, the Brahmins are the real children of the Brahma. Brahmins are the highest of all. Brahmins are the place of the top knock, just as they have omitted God, Shiv Baba, the highest on high, from the Trimurti. In the same way, we have just omitted the highest on high Brahmins, top knock. They don't show Brahmins in the variety form images. They simply speak of deities, warriors and merchants and Sudras. First of all, there are you Brahmins. You must do so much service. The highest on high is God, and then there are the children of who have been created by Him. Shiv Baba doesn't go to the new world. You go there, Shiv Baba says, I give you the kingdom and my name is this disappear. I hide the way and no one knows that what I do or how I create the world. When a new person comes, you must not beat your head too much with him. First of all, give him the Father's introduction. He is the creator of heaven. Deities were the masters of the heaven. When after looking 84 births, they were now have to be Sudras clan. They are made of the Brahmins. There are the different clans. There is also a picture of the variety forms of images. Along with the showing the top knock of the Brahmins, you also have the shown Shiva. Just as you shown Shiva above the Trimurtis, in the same way, you also have to show Shiva above the Brahmins. You have to explain that Shiv Baba creates Brahmins through Brahma. Then from Brahmins they become deities. Then they become warriors. Then merchants and then Sudras. First of all, explain about Alpha. Anyone will come. That Father creates the world through this Brahma. And so all become brothers and sisters. All souls are children of Shiva. Then the human world is created. Therefore, first of all, there are Brahma, Saraswati, the Brahmins, and then they become deities, warriors, etc. The human world tree growth in this way. Everyone has forgotten the Father. Look, Bab Dada explains so clearly. Children, you also have to study. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children. Love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First point. We are Raj Rishis. Maintain the intoxication that God Himself teaches us Raj Yoga and gives us our inheritance of the kingdom. Second point. Burn your sins away with the fire of yoga and become free from all illnesses for all time. Settle all the sufferings of the karma of this birth by staying in yoga. Blessing. May you be celebrate and experience super senses happiness by having the special intoxication of the purity. The special intoxication of the human life The Brahmin life is purity, for this is the main basis of the constant supersenses, happiness, and the sweet silence. Purity is not like just celibacy, put the celebrate unto the constant Brahmins Achari. No one follows the footstep of the Brahma, that is, to be the one place these footsteps in the following Father Brahma activities. His thoughts, words, and actions could be the footstep of the Brahma. The faces and the activities of those who are brahmachari is this way of also introverted and give the experience of the super senses happiness. Slogan: those who give the sense of being Trikaladarshi and the sense of spirituality is going service or serviceable. Om Shanti.